Alright, Shalom. First of all, giving all praises, glory, and honor to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And much love, peace, and blessing to all you hopeful elect brothers out there that's pushing the truth across the four corners of the globe. This the brother and not by Ayashi, the gym at Indianapolis camp, coming with another episode to get your mind right. Today we're going to be dealing with who says the Bible is not real. Because the Bible speaks of what? Prophecy. Prophecy means to say before. Before, facade means to speak or say before it happens. See what I'm saying? The Quran is not filled with prophecies. You see what I'm saying? The Kibbutz Nigash is not filled with prophecies. The Dead Sea Scrolls is not filled with prophecies. You know what I'm saying? The Book of the Dead is not filled with prophecies. No other book on this planet is filled with prophecy other than the Bible. And this right here on RT shows you a part of how the Bible is real. You see what I'm saying? This book was written thousands of years ago. There's no other book that can match it. You know what I'm saying? Like scripture says, no one shall want his mate. Meaning what? No other book can match the Bible. The Bible is the number one book, the number one selling book on the planet. You know what I'm saying? So, without further ado, let's get into this video. It's not going to be long, it's going to be straight to the point. Here we go.
In abundance almost of protests and resistance around the globe. Why is it happening? And why is it getting, of course, so little attention? Because most people don't cover the news, at least not international news. Here, let me take you through some of these. Kazakhstan. A new president was recently elected, and this is how the people there reacted. Watch. Look at what happened on the streets. People seem to think he's too closely aligned to the ex-president, Nazarbayev. He was there for some 30 years, by the way. 500 protesters were arrested. Right, next, let's go to Hong Kong. Put it up. This one was really nuts. I mean, look at this. More than 1 million people take to the streets to protest an extradition law that allows China now to take Hong Kong citizens to face trial in the mainland. Not fair, say the people of Hong Kong, who feel like the days of China ruling over Hong Kong had long passed. And now, let's do this. Let's go over to Albania. Can you believe this? I mean, all of this going on since Friday. These protests are because their elections were canceled. The president of the country recently stopped the election. That hardly ever is going to go over well. He said he had to do it to ease the political tensions. Thousands of Albanians took to the streets, some tossing Molotov cocktails at the police. And now, from Albania to Moldova. The protest here seems, milder, maybe more peaceful nonetheless. Look at the number of people that take to the streets here. They were called after the pro-Russian president was stripped of his duties. Protesters that took to the streets, but usually they say it could have been much worse. Still, authorities fear that violence could get worse, and in what is one of Europe's poorest countries. Now, finally, let's take you, staying in this hemisphere, to Venezuela. President Maduro has reopened the border to Colombia. Thousands of people immediately, it's like they knew it was going to come or something. Suddenly thousands of people started crossing the bridge. They're going over there to buy food, medicine, and other household items. Police tried to organize it as best they could so they could get through. Violence has not occurred, but the situation obviously remains tense as U.S.-backed President Juan Guaido continues his claim, I should say, as the president of Venezuela. I know, it's confusing. Sounds like a perfect segment, doesn't it? All this going on in the world for John Jordan, who is, among many other things, as you know, a member of the Hoover Institution. All right, so...
Now, as you see, there's protests going on halfway around the world right now. See what I'm saying? And this is not being put in the mainstream news. The media is not covering this. See what I'm saying? Why? Because they're trying to keep the American people from panic or cause them to go into mass hysteria. See what I'm saying? But guess what? These protests are coming to America. You know what I'm saying? So, and they're going to come soon, sooner than when we believe. You know what I'm saying? So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15. I'm going to skip through 2nd Ezra a little bit, you know what I'm saying, just to hit the points. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. It says, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people, possessive pronoun. Who is the Lord's people? Israel. You Negroes, Latino, and Native Americans. It said, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. Now, it tell you in the scripture too that the testimony of Yahawashi is what? The spirit of prophecy. See what I'm saying? So the Lord's words is what? Prophecy. You know what I'm saying? It says, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. So we speaking the Lord's words. We're not speaking our own words out of our own mind. You know what I'm saying? These are the words from Yahawashi. It said, and cause them to be written in paper. Don't we have a Bible? Isn't that not written in paper, translated from scrolls? See what I'm saying? It said, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Meaning what? There's no lie in this word. It said, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity, means the unbelief of them, trouble thee that speak against thee. So we're not worried about what people may say. Because Esau is already starting to roll on us. Let them come on with it. See what I'm saying? I've been waiting for a good fight. You know what I'm saying? With Esau. We're not scared of Esau. Why? Because we're soldiers of Yahawashi. Yahawashi has been grooming us for this point right here, for this moment in history right here. You know what I'm saying? For his saints, which is the hopeful elect of Israel, the Negro, Latino, Native Americans, to stand up for the name of Yahawashi. See what I'm saying? It said, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. All those that don't believe in the word of the Lord, that don't believe in the name of the Lord, that's not proclaiming the name of the Lord, Yahawashi. It says, what? For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Why is that? Because they haven't been faithful to the Lord's word. They haven't been trying to keep the law, statutes, commandments to the best of their ability. They just been doing what they want to do, making up their own rules as they go along. It said, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. Is there not plagues going on right now? What, you got measles outbreak, Ebola outbreak. You see what I'm saying? You got all kinds of diseases out there that's going on right now. See what I'm saying? It says, plagues upon the world, the sword, which is what? The gun. Famine, which you see now in Venezuela. Death is going on a worldwide scale. And destruction, earthquakes, tornadoes, flooding, all that is going on right now. You can't tell me the Bible ain't real. See what I'm saying? All these prophecies are being played out right now before your eyes. It said, for wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. That's right, because of who? The self-proclaimed white man, known as Esau and Edom of the Bible. They the one pushing this wicked agenda out here. See what I'm saying? They the ones that says, having the children of Israel go against their power. They the ones causing them to what? Eat pork. You know what I'm saying? Whether they willingly do it or unwillingly, they causing their people to go off. The Wali Yahawashi for his mercy and grace, or we'll all be dead right now. They the ones, see, Esau, these Edomites, these self-proclaimed white people are the ones that have our people out here worshiping these false gods, these false idols. Going to these churches, praying to who? Jesus Christ, Santa Maria, Guadalupe, Allah, you know what I'm saying, Buddha, all these false gods, man. It says, for wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. What else is part of his agenda that he got our people doing? Homosexuality is at an all-time high. He even got our kids participating in what? Homosexuality, sodomy, transgenderism. You see what I'm saying? Confusion. That's why they call this land Babylon. Confused land. It says, for the wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Like I said, homosexuality is at an all-time high. That's part of their hurtful works that are what? Fulfilled. What? Calling on other gods, worshiping other gods, practicing false religion. That's part of their hurtful works. What? These unrighteous laws and decrees, that's their hurtful works. Child support, alimony, you know what I'm saying? Spousal support. All this nonsense, man. Income taxes. See what I'm saying? Utility bills. Paying for water, paying for air, paying for lights, paying for gas. Stuff that comes from the earth. See what I'm saying? It says the hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching the wickedness, which they profanely, meaning outside the temple, commit. Outside the temple of what? The knowledge, wisdom, understanding, known as what? The Bible. Like I'm reading right here. This is straight from the Bible. From the Apocrypha. That's part of the Bible. That was taken out by the Biblical Destruction Group. Ooh, Salakia. You see what I'm saying? It said, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me. Because guess what? The men of the Lord are sighing and crying for what? All the abomination that's being done in the midst thereof. Lord willing, I'm one of those men that's part of the elect. I'm sighing and crying against what? All this wickedness that's going on here in America, aka Babylon. It says, and the souls of the just complain continually. We're the only ones complaining about what all this wickedness is going on here in America. That's why Esau, the self-proclaimed white man, is trying to crack down on YouTube. I didn't have my video, my page didn't got hit with a strike. You know what I'm saying? The page, get your mind right. I didn't got a video removed off it. I done had 3 videos removed off my page. Old videos at that. From a year or 2 ago. 2 years ago. One video was like, what was that? About 4 years ago. No, 3 years ago on the main camp page, on the Indianapolis page. That's an old video from 3.5, almost 4 years ago. You see what I'm saying? It said, and therefore said the Lord, I will surely avenge them. YAHAWASHI is going to fight on our behalf against all those that come against us, man. All you heathen nations, even 2/3 of our own people. Guess what? YAHAWASHI is going to protect us from y'all, because y'all going to help forward the affliction of Esau. Y'all going to be the main one turning us in to Esau. Our own people sold the Lord out. See what I'm saying? It said, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. It said, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. That's right, by what? These false religions, this false way of life, and believing in this American dream, which is really the American nightmare. It said, I would not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, which is what? AKA America. It said, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Why you think all these countries are gearing up for what? Nuclear warfare. The plagues is hitting America. They already hit Mecca. You know what I'm saying? over there where the so-called Quran, the Kaaba stone is. The Lord sent plagues over there of locusts. See what I'm saying? Swarms of locusts was over there. It said, Egypt shall mourn. America is mourning right now. It's sad. There's no joy in America no more. You see what I'm saying? This country is on a spiral, a quick spiral downward, man. It's circling the drain, like Apostle Gabar always say. CTD, circling the drain. It said, Egypt shall mourn. And the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. While you see a lot of the Edomite homes has been torn up by what? Tornadoes with these past couple of months. As soon as tornado season hit, guess what? The Lord sent tornadoes and flooding to destroy a lot of these Edomite homes. It said, they that till the ground shall mourn. Why? Because of famine. These floods have flooded the ground so bad that you can't even plant any crops. You can't lay seeds in the flooded ground. And flooded dirt or flooded grass. You can't. See what I'm saying? Because why? It won't take root. All it's going to do is stay above ground in a puddle of water. That causes what? Famine. That said, they that till the ground shall mourn, for the seed shall fail through the blasting and hail and with the fearful constellation. See? So so what? That famine is coming. Of food and of the word. It says, woe to the world. Woe means what? Destruction, death, chaos, mayhem, turmoil, catastrophe. See what I'm saying? And utterly means what? Destruction. I just threw those other synonyms in there with it. Because that what? Is a total package. That comes with what? Destruction. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. You see part of that right here. You see part of that right here. Let me see.
Why don't we do this? Let's start with Kazakhstan, because I think a lot of people don't realize the size and the
I can't rewind it right now. But I'm trying to rewind. There we go. It says, see, protests worldwide. It said, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. See, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Woe to the world. These 4 or 5 countries that are on the other side of America, on the other side of the globe, is what? Facing destruction. These protests, these uprising of the people. It said, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. That's what's going on right now with these protests around the world. See, it said, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people, these people, shall stand up and fight against another. Against who? The government of these countries. And it's coming here to America. We didn't have trial runs within the last 4 or 5 years of protests. Okay, well, back in the day, you had what? The Watts riot. Then you had the Rodney King riots. Then you had the OJ riots. You see what I'm saying? So this stuff been going on for years. These riots and protests for people. You get what I'm saying? And it's not gonna stop. It's been going on for years. These riots and protests. Then we had what? Trayvon Martin. Then we had other protests going on. See what I'm saying? Then you had who else? Mike Brown. You had the one in Ferguson. You had also another one. Where else? There was some more that went on in Florida, down south. There's been a whole bunch of protests over the last 5 or 6 years, 7 years. You see what I'm saying? It said, for there shall be sedition among men, which is division, or uprising of the people. It said, for there shall be sedition among men, which is what? These protests you see going on halfway around the world. See what I'm saying? For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. Because pretty soon, guess what? Martial law, Jacob's trouble is coming. And they're going to be invading one another. You see what I'm saying? Breaking into each other's houses, trying to get what? Food. They're going to be raping men's wives. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get what? Food. Trying to get shelter. Trying to get provisions. You know what I'm saying? Clothing. Things are going to be bad out here, man. Jacob's trouble. Martial law. People going to get hauled off to concentration camp. The government going to break into your homes. Snatching a lot of brothers out of their homes. See what I'm saying? I might get snatched out of my home. But I pray that the Lord keep the spirit on me to where I don't bug out when those times come, to where I don't lose the faith, that where he don't take his spirit from me, that I stay stable in the word of YAHAWASHI, that I stay rooted and grounded, you know what I'm saying, in the word when all hell break loose. Because in order to maneuver through all hell, you got to keep a stable mind. You can't be caught up and worried about the things that goes on all around you. Yeah, it's going to be some scary things, but in order to follow the spirit, you know what I'm saying, in order to focus, you got to have what? A stable mind. And you got to pray that the Lord keep you stable. Like it's saying in his word, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. So you got to pray that the Lord keep you stable in those days, keep you grounded and rooted, to where you don't bug out when you see a 10-foot tall monster. You know what I'm saying? Snatching people up and biting their heads off. Drinking blood out their neck and then just throw the body across over your head. You gotta make sure that you stay stable in those days. It's gonna be 2 or 3 tornadoes going on at one time around you in your neighborhood. Earthquakes, bombs going off, missiles flying over the sky. See what I'm saying? People getting shot in front of you. People getting their faces blown back. You see what I'm saying? People trying to break into your home. You gotta keep your family safe. See what I'm saying? You gotta pray that the Lord keep you stable, because that's a lot for one person to go through. Just imagine, just looking at, just dealing with. That's a lot. You can't even fathom everything that's gonna go on around that time, man. All hell is gonna break loose, and I mean literally all hell is gonna break loose. Apparition of spirits, man. Come on, man. That's a lot. And you gotta pray the Lord keep. Oh, I know I'm gonna be. No, you gotta pray to the Lord that He keep you stable. It's up to the Lord's will, man. You gotta pray that His will be upon you to stay stable, because He can have you bugged out. He can have you out here biting on people, eating people's lungs and livers and hearts, because you hungry. See what I'm saying? You gotta keep, man. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna take the spirit of YAHAWASHI to help you make it through, and you gotta pray constantly that He don't take your spirit, He take the spirit from you, man. It said they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and that's why you see protests right here, man, because they're not regarding their kings nor princes, none of their rulers, their presidents, their actual kings in some of these countries. They're czars. Czars is just another name for king. See what I'm saying? Their presidents, their who else? Their councilmen, their mayors, their governors. You see what I'm saying? You gotta pray that the Lord keep you stable in those days, man. And see what? That's why these people are having protests, because of their elections. They feel some of them is rigged, some of them botched. They don't agree with the outcome of their elections. That's why these people over here protesting, man, for their government. See what I'm saying? Protesting against the government, because they know they're supposed to have a better way of life. But then you got people set up as puppets under America. You know what I'm saying? These fake leaders over there taking away the rights of the people. And they're angry about it. They're mad. You see what I'm saying? These people have more balls than the American people do, man. The American people just let the government just do whatever to them. Raise taxes, take your money. You know what I'm saying? They just do it lying down. Every month they're raising taxes for some, but you don't see no benefit of them while they took raising taxes and taking your money. Oh, this is for the infrastructure of bridges, but the bridges still be raggedy another 3 years later. See what I'm saying? But these people over here in the other countries, they rising. No, you're not finna do this to us. No, we fighting back. See what I'm saying? That's why the elite bankers call you people here in America goyim, meaning what? Sheeple, useless eaters, man. Cause you just go along with anything, man. You don't stand up for nothing. And the only ones that stand up against the government is who? Men like me. Lord willing, I'm one of those men. You know what I'm saying? The men of the Lord that stand up against what? The wickedness of this place, man. We have that mark, you know what I'm saying, of the spirit of YAHAWASHI on our forehead. Because we're the only ones that's protesting, man. We're the real protesters. We're the only ones calling out the wickedness. That's why this self-proclaimed white man want to shut down YouTube. He's taking down brothers' pages, taking videos off our pages, try to give us warnings. Like that's gonna stop us from doing the work. Okay, we just make another page. You see what I'm saying? That ain't gonna stop us from doing the work of YAHAWASHI. First, if you don't have 1,000 subscribers, you can't go live. Okay, you ain't gotta go live. You can still record and upload it. Now what? Now we're gonna monitor hate speech. But y'all the ones that put out hate speech with these unrighteous laws and decrees. You see what I'm saying? Verse 17, it said, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. What is that? Martial law. They're going to block the roadways. They had a checkpoint. Let's see, I was passing by it. I ain't even have time to pull out my phone and record it, man. We were going somewhere, me and the wife, and I ain't had time to pull out my camera, but we were passing by. They set up a checkpoint like about half a mile from my house, man. Just a random checkpoint. on a main street over here on Washington Street, on East Washington. I live right off of East Washington, but this happened like a half a mile from my house going west. See what I'm saying? It said, for because of their pride, whose pride? America's pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. You see what I'm saying? Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. And that's what's going to happen. And it's already starting to happen right now. Everything ain't gotten bad yet, but you still have people breaking into other folks' houses, taking their guns, knives, whatever, and kill the residents in their homes, taking their goods, you know what I'm saying, eating up their food, driving these people's cars, you know what I'm saying, stealing their property, kidnapping kids, everything, man. And it ain't gotten bad yet, man. Said a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Or what's another part of the sword? Fires. They set people's houses on fires, burn them to the ground with the people inside. We just had a house fire with like hell, another half a mile from my house going west on Kitely, where a 61-year-old man was found dead inside his home. His house burnt down and he was inside of it. You know what I'm saying? It said, and spoil their goods, see, taking all their belongings, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. See what I'm saying? Some of these people are hungry out here. A lot of homeless, drug addicts. There's a lot of mentally ill patients running around this city too. They dope them up with drugs and let them loose on the streets. So they out here acting like wild animals, man. Trying to fend for themselves. Trying to take what they can take so they can eat. So they can go out here and keep their energy up to go out here and prostitute themselves, steal, rob, kill, whatever they gotta do for drugs. For heroin, for cocaine, crack. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear nobody breaking their houses for weed, but they're around here killing each other for methadone, for heroin, for crack, crank, bath salts, whatever they can get their hands on to get high. You see what I'm saying? So you can't tell me the Bible ain't real, man. For all y'all that don't believe in the Bible, what does Scripture say? Going back up, it says, verse 4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So since you don't believe in the Bible, in the words of YAHAWASHI, guess what? You're going to die in your unfaithfulness. With that, Abba, Kwam Yasha Allah, Shalom.